She's been dating a lot of men, Can you talk about that?
Okay. Like you said, you are allowed to kiss so many frogs before you meet the Prince Charming. And I think I did this, I even shared this on my wall. When Betty
Shallow?
Yeah, came in the open and said now she's dating this guy, you know.
Yes.
Guys were bullying her. Guys were trolling her, and they were like, oh, this is so soon. Oh, what about the other guy, Okari? You know. So guys were like, you know, we are so much on people's life. I mean, we are allowed to move on. You are allowed to kiss so many frogs until you find one that is right, one that is working. You know, and I told guys, you know what? Don't feel bad when people say that you are in another relationship and now it is so soon to move on. I mean, replace them until you find the one that you feel it is, now this one is working. Like Betty did, you know, life is short to please the deputy Jesus.
Exactly.
Yeah. And especially we Luos are bullies.
Yes.
Let me say Luos are the biggest bullies. Because anytime, I don't see other tribes have this mess. Every time there's a scandal, it is a Luo involved. Every time there's a bullying, it is a Luo involved. I wish we could just change this and love each other, you know. Life is just too short to hate on each other. I mean, there's so much, I don't know what's up with the Luos. We like dramas. The drama is just about the Luos. And it is always that, you know, like now, I tell people, date somebody who knows what he wants.
Yes.
Date a man who is mature. You see, these men who are exposing women they've refused to grow up. Somebody has 32 teeth but is behaving like a kid. They've refused to grow up, you know. I don't understand how a woman, maybe who gave birth to you, this is your baby mama, and you go and write trash about her just because she's trying to move on. Because if you look at these two bullies, I call them twins because they reason together. If this one posts trash, this one will copy and post trash. They think together. If Zack akiandika hii, huyu pia ataandika hii. Whatever this one writes is what this other one writes. You know, hakuna mtu akona mind on his own.
Why do you think women cling so much around them?
I've never understood. Because I really don't understand if you see, this one was bullied, or rather this one was exposed. Her news were exposed, and then the same guy you go to, you still want to date this guy. I think women are I'll say the women who date these two are desperate. I mean, how will you date somebody knowing so well he's going to expose you and you still go ahead? Because somebody like Zack does not have money. If it was money, I would say maybe ni pesa. Somebody like Maxwel, which money does he have? Hanado. The guy has no money. Which money? And if you look at the trend, the ladies who are dating this, they are ladies who are not exposed.
Lillian, before we got here, you had clarified that you have really never met Max.
Yes, I've never.
How have you weighed out and got to know his, wallet, the worth of his wallet, and you know too well, Max,
Hana pesa.
Zack atatuweke kando. Lakini Max, hana pesa.
Let me tell you, money does not talk.
Yes.
You know, coins makes a lot of noise. This guy has been making noise when he has money. We know those who have money, they don't shout about it. A person who has money will not scream about it. He'll always scream about it. He'll share receipts. He buys his friends alcohols, 2 beers, 3 beers, he'll screenshot the receipt, put it on social media. He'll pay his baby mama what M-Pesa, screenshot, put it on social media. I mean, money does not make noise. I don't see what women see in those two. If it is looks, 0. Wallet, 0. Morals, 0. You know? The treatment is just harsh. I mean, what are they? I mean, what are they seeing, those men that we don't see? Me, I don't see.
How would you advise someone to go about cyberbullying? I myself that have been cyberbullied. What am I going to pick from Lillian, Aketch, or Odongo that is going to help me stand strong for myself as a woman? Yes.
Let me just say that cyberbullying is not easy. It is not something that you can just wash away and assume that it happened. People are wired differently. I might be strong, somebody else is not strong. Somebody can sink into depression, another one can die. The other one can kill herself or himself. So cyberbullying is not an easy thing. So before even you try to cyberbully somebody, try and imagine this is your sister, this is your relative, this is your girlfriend, you know? And I want to talk to these people who add fire when somebody is cyberbullying. I think that I don't want to changia. If assuming today Maxwel did a post and no one reacts to the post, what will happen? You'll get tired.
Yeah.
So me, I think when you're tunachangia to this cyberbullying that makes these bullies strong are especially women. And I want you to be keen. The women that are so much on Maxwel and Zack Okondo's wall are victims. They've dated, they've slept with, they have their nudes. So these women are loyal. Somebody told me one of them actually sent nudes to Max. So anytime he tries to, she tries kujitoa, anaambiwa wewe niko na nudes wako, jaribu kunini. So that is how they are. Yes. So they're manipulated. They cannot go against them. They cannot tell them when they are wrong. If they go against them, wanaambiwa wewe tuko na nudes zako, we are going to expose you. So most of them are just dancing to their tune because they fear they are going to be.
They're so helpless.
Yes.
It's frustrating.
So yes. So if they've ever dated them, they've ever shared nudes, they're at their mercies. They cannot go. Mwingine ananiambia me I cannot comment. I cannot. I have my reasons why, because I know, you know. So unajazia tu huyu ni mtu amedate one of them.
Yes.
So that is. So I got to understand, why do women, majority of 80% of those women who are so much akikatu post nayo, akikatu post they are there. Those are women who've dated them, or they have their nudes.
They're in the inbox.
Yes. So wanangoja tu, if you go against us or you try to do tuambia nini, you are next.
What word can you give to this kind of women?
Me, I think it's time they come out in the open and speak, because for how long? For how long are they going to be manipulated?
Can they tell them, like, you would advise them to just tell them, oh my God, man, you have my nude, make it public. You know what?
Like, you know,
just make it public. I don't care. I don't give a damn.
You know, when they wanted to bully me, they put a post. You know, at around 4 p.m., you're going to bully Lillian. Anybody who has her nudes, her exes, come up in the open and share. You know? So it depends with now how you carry yourself. I mean, why are you sharing your nudes with somebody you don't trust?
Wow.
You know? I want to blame women on this issue of sharing nudes. Why are you sharing your nudes? You know, if I was sharing my nudes with my exes, what could have happened? See, somebody would just go there and
because you never know who is
still bitter or something. So what helped me is that I don't share nudes. If I was sharing nudes, one of my exes angetoka tu napatie Max ambe, here, this is Lillian, chukoweka. But the good thing is I don't share nudes. My friend, if you ask me for nudes, if you're a man, after you are so handsome, you have a very good job, and you ask me for nudes, my respect for you in Aishanga. So most of these people you see are so loyal. Akeka tu post wako. Akeka post, even if it's something silly, it's a post that is neat, they're always there. They've dated them and they've shared them. So they fear. So they have to dance to their tune. Hata wakiandika ujinga, they have to dance to their tune. So that is what I discovered. So you asked me how to deal with cyberbullying.
Yes.
Let me just say, it is not an easy thing. I get so many inboxes that, Lillian, I'm being bullied like this. How can you help me? I just tell that person. If that person has your name, just tell them, do it. Weka. Nini watu wajaona? Yes, nini watu wajaona? They'll talk 1, 2, 3 days, then what?
It's gone.
It is gone. Me, I did them. Anything you want to weka. So what they'll do, they'll take my photos that maybe I took with, because you know me, I'm being that I've been on the limelight, I've met this 1, 2, 3 things. My brother-in-law is a footballer, so I've met so many footballers, courtesy of him. They'll take my photos and nimepigana 1 or 2, 3 footballers, like Liech, Mariga, wanaiko nasema, those are my men. The ones I was in hospitals, dance, what, an abortion. Wingine I was mourning my girlfriend, high school girlfriend. Hiyo niliua bwanangu. The last time I remember, my baby daddy is very much alive, you know. So so they actually didn't get anything to post about me.
That is so awkward. It's so awkward, it's so weird, it's so funny. Yes. But as we come to the end of the show, you as Lillian Aketch, what word would you tell to these people?
Me, what I'll tell people. Before you believe a story, I'm a very open book. If you hear something outside there, don't even try and just come to me. I'm very free. I'm very open. I will tell you one or two things that you want to know. So before you believe anything that has been said there, come to me. Even if it's my past, my baby daddy, this, that, I will tell you. My relationship, you know. So, but there are these people, you will not change their mind. Anything that Zack has posted, it is true. And they don't want to know. So let them believe whatever it is. As long as you know yourself, you know that thing you did not do. Because I realized, like, when they were bullying Sophie, somebody like Max went there and said, oh, Sophie came, slept in my house, lies, you know. So actually had to go and do an interrogation, and I got to find out the truth. It was actually, so people believed. He will take photos of Zakitamba and Awek, and people believe that actually Sophie went there. You know, to a point that she was breaking a relationship for Sophie and, you know, the other guy, which is very wrong. So the people there, I will not blame bullies. I'll blame the people there, and especially our women. We are the ones who fire this, because anytime these two posts, you will find the first people to comment there. 100 comments, women. Why? Because we hate each other. Atupendani. But the minute you don't give these people audience, they post rubbish, tunaangalia tu, they will get, you know, and they get followers through this. They get followers through, you know, trash. I wish they will be using their followers to do something meaningful. Somebody like Zack does not work. He has more than 60,000 followers. If he could make these 60 followers, and because I do marketing, I'm an influencer, you know. If he could be an influencer and does what he loves, you know, companies come to him and, you know, but I've realized even the followers who are there, the 60% followers who are there, 60 million views, 60,000, are just but there because of scandals. If you tell them, if he now starts selling them shoes, hakuna mtu atanunua. Wanangojanga tu when will Zack post a scandal?
This was an amazing session with one Lillian Aketch, aka Ogenya. You've heard it from her. Ladies, love yourselves. On cyberbullying, know your limits with your fellow women. To stop cyberbullying, you have to come together and fight as a family. Otherwise, this was a nice one, and I hope to meet you next time. Until next time, I was yours, Mbori Hope Account, of course, one and only Nyar Konyango. See ya!